G'day everyone. We've got a few on already. What have we got? We've got Harvey, James, Fish on, Ali on. I think I've got your name right, mate. Finally. Who else we got? Bo, Sarah. Listen, we have got heaps of stuff to do tonight, so I've got to go through it. If you've been, they're coming in already. That's awesome. You've got guess a number between 40 and 120 to go in. First up wins it. We'll have to confirm this later on, but we have got a full tonic pack donated by Central Victorian Lure Casters. So that's a really good prize. So it'll be a number between 40 and 120. Get them in. You also have the chance to win the postcode prize by putting your postcode in as well. So we've got a postcode prize. We've got the tonic pack. And we've also got Harry's wheel later on for the best question asked of the night. So keep them coming in. We've got, as I said, a number between 40 and 120. You only get one guess at it. Your first guess is the count. And we will go through later on and find out. Shane's already pre-organised what that number will be. So make sure it's between 40 and 120. Now, I do have Shane and Borno from Central Victorian Lure Casters on tonight. We're going to talk all things lure casters comps, whether it be the upcoming events, but we want to brief over on yesterday's, Saturdays and Sundays events as well. We're going to cover as well because whenever we have a tournament director on or tournament directors on, we try and cover the hard questions tonight. We're going to talk about live technology, that whole forward-facing sonar stuff as well with tournament directors, which will be really cool. And I do have to, because it's been a couple of weeks since I've had a shout-out, I do have to thank Duff Rods for their coin donation of a $500 custom rod. So you can choose a bass, a yellow belly, a brim, a flathead, or a cod rod, but it is a $500 rod. This is a huge prize. I actually got the pleasure of camping beside Duffy on the weekend. We had a good chat about it, and, we have got some entries in, so I'm going to play one of those entries tonight as well throughout the night. So it's nice and easy. It's a casting cob. It doesn't really have to be anything of great, but, that's the way it goes. It's just get your entries in, and it'll be a random draw for that $500 fishing rod. I do also, which I haven't given a shout out for a long time, is for everyone. This show started in COVID to help with my mental health issues, and it's blown out. We're up around the 80 or 90 shows now, and it goes on only with the support of people that donate to this show. We've got no major sponsors of the show. I've got my personal fishing sponsors, but no major sponsors of the show. So everyone that has donated, either be through the Pay It Forward campaign or directly to the show, I cannot thank you guys enough. I just love all the feedback that I get. We got some really cool stuff done last weekend at the Boats and More Classic. We had one of our Bluefin team members walking the streets, giving away lures, walking up when anyone that was walking along the foreshore, they were given free products. And that was all donated by the masses. So I thank you all for all of those donations. But enough. Look, my voice is already sore, a bit hoarse. I had a hard weekend on the actual grog as well as fishing. So I'm going to get the boys in, and we're going to talk to them a little bit about the weekend, and we'll go into your questions as well. So don't forget to get all of your numbers in between 40 and 120 if it's already been in your second at it, and Shane knows who the winner's going to be by the end of the night anyway. So let's get them both in, making sure I do everything right tonight and unmute them. So we'll count them in. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Hey, Corey.
Welcome to the show again, Shane. We'll start with you because we'll introduce Borno in a minute. So you'd have to be, smiling, a little bit chuffed about your results on the weekend. I think it was 108 entries on a Mother's Day weekend of all. If it wasn't Mother's Day weekend, bloody hell, you might have had 200 people there.
Yeah, you're probably on the money there, Corey. The Central Vic Committee in general, spends weeks trying to allocate the dates for the future year, and Mother's Day was just, it was one weekend that we missed. We ticked off all the fishing events, all the public holidays, school-based holidays, everything, and that one slipped under the radar. But yes, 100% right. We received 108 in total, which was 103 seniors and 5 juniors. So very, very good result.
Awesome. And Bruno, tell us about yourself, mate. You haven't been on the show. You're a first-time guest. We've got to tell us what your role within Central Vic is all about.
I'm sort of just floating around the background, just helping out where I can, and if I can help out on a Lewis stand or do a bit on the Instagram and all that sort of stuff, and just to promote and just put it out there so people can see what Central Vic's about, basically. Just help out wherever I can. For
sure. So you're one of those unsung heroes, and that's why Shane's roped you in for tonight. Without any fishing comp out there, you've got to have somebody behind the scenes helping out, and you're one of those guys?
Yeah, I try to be a little bit quieter and just sort of sit in the background, wherever whether it be helping out to pick something up or drop something off, or, just try and lessen the load on Shane a little, and maybe a little advice here and there, or someone that maybe needs to kick him into the line occasionally, then,
without any history of that, I've got stuff going on everywhere here. No, and I do thank you. It's a bit of a rush to get you on, so I believe we've got a little bit of feedback issue. If you can let us know if the feedback is too annoying for everyone out there, but we haven't been able to work it out in the short term that we had to get everything organised. I mean, Shane and Borno only drove back from Mulwala today, and have been kind enough to give up their time tonight for everyone to listen. So we'll get to. I've seen a couple of quick questions. Terry Nichols asked straight away a nice easy one, a nice leading one. So when's the next comp?
Next comp? Well, it's a bit of a tricky one, this one, because Central Vic Lilcasters will be hosting the Cod Masters, which we'll probably talk about a little bit more tonight. But our next Super Series event will be at Ngambie. I think it's the 10th and 11th, if I'm not mistaken, Corey. That's going to be at the Lake Ngambie Leisure Park where Go Fish Ngambie was held.
Just looking up the dates. Yeah, so the next Central Victorian Lilcasters comp is at Ngambie, 10th and 11th of July.
Yeah.
So with that, for a lot of these people that are on watching that aren't part of the Central Victorian Lilcasters, how much is entry?
Oh, it's probably one of the most basic comps out there. $30 to enter. $30 to enter. We'll see you fish all day Saturday. You go on the chance to win great prizes. I think each round we give away an average on the Saturday, anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 of cash and prizes, depending on the attendance. But anyone that has been before, they will vouch. This is a fun event. It's very laid back, but at the same time, you wake up that Saturday morning with that drive to win. So the attendance is sort of saying it all. It's becoming a very popular Super Series with probably minimum of 100 competitors per event.
Yeah, Borno, tell me, what makes you like the comp so much?
I just think it's a very family-friendly event. Everyone's very social. So even for me, I'm a saltwater fisherman at heart, and I come over a few years ago to fish one of the Central Vic Lilcasters events with Shane, and from there I've grown some really good friendships and spoken to a lot of different people from different backgrounds and all that sort of thing, and everyone's been really inviting. So just being able to learn from these guys, from someone with no knowledge really from the freshwater, to come over and just have everyone who's more than open to having a chat to you and just about how they go about doing the freshwater, and then seeing the kids running around at night and playing with each other and all that sort of stuff is good.
Yes. Look, I love it out on the water. I love fishing the pro comps or the upper class comps, but my roots were cut in that family atmosphere, and even on the weekend I was sharing a bank with I can't remember the gentleman's name, but his daughter, and we were watching his daughter cast away, and she cast away for 3 or 4 hours. It was just great to see the atmosphere at Bundelong. I love the comp because it's held at the pub. For those younger guys that want to get on the turts and hit it pretty hard, they don't have to get up on the Sunday morning. You know, that one-day event is really cool. I know Dave Lawson, you know, being Mother's Day, he come and fished a Saturday and drove back to have Mother's Day dinner with his wife. You know, it's just so relaxed and such a good atmosphere.
It is. Everyone gets around the fire, like, even after a day's fishing. Yeah, it might be as competitive as while you're on the water, but once you get off the water, everyone is more than social at the fire and have a chat about how they went about their day or what they were getting them on or how they were getting, where they were getting them at times. It's really good atmosphere, which is good.
Yeah, no, I've actually been really, really loving the whole fact of how it's still, you still get good quality anglers. I know guys like Dave Lawson, Pinter, were both there on the weekend. You had Sonny, you had all these Duffy as well. Yeah, you had all these guys there doing their thing, but they were sharing information. I was sitting around the table with a couple of guys, and if somebody come in and asked a question, they were just willing to give that information. It was just really good.
Yeah.
Shane, how do you think everything from your end? How did it all run?
Mate, I love it just if one person shows up, honestly. As the years are going on, our committee's getting stronger. Borno probably forgot to mention that, you know, one of Borno's roles as a committee member is spending a lot of time with sponsors. So sponsors being, you know, the heart and soul of this event. Without them, none of this is possible. So Borno spends a lot of time with these guys, finds out what they want, see if they've got any promotions going. You know, Borno tries to push that quite a bit. But in terms of the event, over the years, yeah, we've nearly become a family. There'd be that loyal 50 or so that follow every event, and just the atmosphere gets better every time. And the more people that come, the more we can make these events great by, you know, maybe in the future adding jumping castles for the kids or bigger prizes or maybe some bigger junior prizes. But anything's possible.
And look, that's the thing with Central Vic Lure Casts, it's continued to grow. All the stories I hear from even the old days before you guys got involved, it sort of come forward and come through, and now you're like looking at taking the next step, but you're not trying to do the thing that most comps do and just put the entry fees up and make it unreasonable. It's $30. I mean, it's great to go to a weekend and not have to fork out $400 or $500 before I walk in the door.
Well, a family entry is going to cost you $60. You know, that's 2 adults and kids under 16 are free. So to get the whole family in the boat for $60 and be the chance to win some big prizes, it's nearly unheard of in Victoria.
And it's not just the prizes that you can win from your fishing ability. The raffle prizes, like everyone wants the tonic glasses, you know, and everyone walks away with something. I know you're like Santa Claus, Shane. You walk around, there's a kid in the crowd, you're grabbing some lures off somebody's table and just handing it to them, and it's all, you know, it is a real fun atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely great. And, you know, them lure stores, they sort of make the event as well. Coming up on a Friday, you know, I see, you know, a 60-year-old man come up. He looks like a 17-year-old teenager with that smile on his face, just looking at all the lures up for sale. So, you know, maybe these events do bring the kids out and us as well.
Oh, look, 100%. As I said, it's totally different for me. I don't turn up. I'm not expecting to win it. I try and take somebody different each time I go to learn. On the weekend, I had Luke Gilbert, who'd never fished one before, and he wanted to fish a Central Vic, so he contacted me through Facebook, said, "Can I come with you?" And took him on the weekend. We only caught a few fish. We found it very tough, but he went home learning something from the weekend as well.
I think Borno was in the same boat with that. I think he got himself a new boat and took a junior out. Yep.
Yeah, I took Philip Gopal out for the weekend, and it was good to just to fish with something different and maybe just give him a little bit of a different perspective. He generally fishes with his dad a fair bit, and if I can teach him a little 1% that he can add to his bank, and hopefully I did teach him something, or I know, well, one thing we did learn was just the charted waters, just how to read the charted waters, because His dad doesn't use it, so just to be able to read that and see that on the screen, and then know that he can cast at confidence with one of the sponsors' products as well, was good. So yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up too, Borno. You've got some wonderful sponsors at Central Vic. Probably get Shane, straight off the top of your head, you'll be able to give them all a shout out. Give them all a shout out now. Who are your sponsors of Central Vic, Shane?
Oh, I can give you a shout out if you want. I'll go right here. We have Bridgewater Lures, Gangster Lures, Wilson Fishing, Davy Marine, Regal Marine, Tonic, Haswing, Lawrence, Jerusalem Creek Holiday Park, Intense Fishing and Outdoors, Obsession Spinnerbaits, Bespoke Lures, AC Lures, Chartered Waters, Gobsmack, Grumpy Lures, Yes I Do Fish Like a Girl, AC Sign Tech, All Gone Demolition, Yarrawonga Holiday Park, Sear Insurance, Fishing Monthly, Lake Epilock Holiday Park, The Live Well, Bundalong Tavern, Lads Fishing, Thirsty Lures, No Bull Beef Jerky, GT Custom Rods, God 8 Lures, Bluefin Boats, Nuts About Full Drives, Shane Jones Agencies, and of course the one and only Corey's Dam Fishing.
There it is. That is a wonderful list, and we do say that it doesn't matter what happens. If you get to one of these comps and just buy one of the product of one of those people, it helps everybody out. So that's a great list. I don't think apart from, say, one of those big family-run comps that has 10,000 people to it, I don't think I've seen a list of loyal supporters like that at any other comp, mate.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have been around for years as well. And it's our goal to keep them happy. So, attendance is everything, but also, spending time with those sponsors, making a phone call, just touching base. So hopefully in the years to come, there's a few more coming up in the shadows. But yeah, as I said, anything's possible. We'll just keep moving forward.
Yep, I'm just going through a couple of quick questions. Pinter's on. He wants to know who got the biggest yellow for the weekend.
All right, well, as the judge, yes, it was Thomas Pinter on the weekend. He'd done a very, very good thing as well. Unfortunately, he actually had a stonker of a fish. Unfortunately, we are a catch and release competition, and that fish didn't manage to swim away. So I think you were a witness of that one, Corey. So
yeah, we went and helped. Yeah,
so that one wasn't entered into the scores, but yeah, the biggest yellow had to go to Thomas. But we don't reward the biggest yellow because that event, the target species was the biggest cod.
Yeah, and look, that yellow was an absolute horse, and he was doing the right thing. He actually waved us down. We were flying past. We thought he was tangled around his electric or something. He was hanging over the side, and he was giving us a wave. We come in. We tried to needle it. We even used the dump weight, put it back down to a reasonable level, swam back up. So I believe Thomas's old man loves a good yellow belly. So it went home and didn't go to waste. So that was even better.
Well, my doctor back here as well also was asking for a yellow, but I can't bring myself to knock it on the head.
Yeah, still flying through the questions. Matt Campbell reckons one of the best comps going around. So there's your shout out from Matt. Shane wants to know, what's the biggest cod you've seen weighed in?
Since the 3 years I've been running it, Bordo might be able to correct me if I'm wrong here, but I reckon it might have been Shane McKay at Ngambie at our next round.
I reckon I'll correct you on during the competition. Yeah, there was Shane McKay's during the competition. Then on the Sunday there was Lissa Waite with the one when she ended up getting 2 fish in a morning session that were both over a meter, 1 meter and a meter 13, was it?
Yeah, I think Shane McKay still holds it at $1.17 off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. So Shane, that's a huge fish to be caught in comp times.
Yeah, big fish. Good photo as well. Probably one of the best photos I've seen in a long time.
Wasn't the long arm photo. It was actually held properly. Yeah,
it was a proper photo. It was a very, very healthy fish from Ngambie.
Excellent. We've got Lee Bricknell here. Brickle. Where's the registration at Ngambie?
Rules are simple at this $30 competition. So all you got to do is find the dates. The flyers for Ngambie will be posted on Central Vic Lurecaster Super Series Facebook group in the coming weeks. Probably give me a fortnight. I'll have those up. And entry's very simple. Book yourself into the caravan park or camp around it. Come see me Friday night at the registration desk between 4 and 9 p.m. Also, between those hours, we have all our sponsors open with lure stores. Come up, say hello, introduce yourself. $30 to enter. You'll receive your registration token, and then we'll see you Saturday morning to collect your catch token to start fishing.
Yes, it is. It is as basic as what you can make it. Then for everyone, it is a one-day comp. So you fish the Saturday for all the stuff. We get back on the Saturday night, enjoy a few sherbets, a few frothies. Everyone gets around and does their thing. And then for those guys that are keen enough to go back out on Sunday morning, it's another mini comp in itself, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the Dash for Cash on Sunday. Sunday morning, I meat everyone down at the boat ramp. We'll let the gentlemen sleep in half an hour, so 7 o'clock start. Everyone at the boat ramp gives me $20. It all gets locked away, and we all come back in at 12 o'clock lunch. And whoever brings back a photo of the biggest fish from that morning takes home the prize pool. And I think young Connor here took it home this weekend by 0.1 of a mil. So very good result from Connor. Very,
very, very close. All right, just going through the questions. Aaron Lawson wants to know how many comps do you hold and the locations?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. So Central Vic Lurecasters has 7 events throughout the 2021 Super Series. We started round 1 at Lake Epilogue. Round 2, Bundalong Tavern, which we've just completed. Round 3 is going to be Nagambie. Round 4 is going to be Pental Island, which is up near Swan Hill. That's new for Central Vic, so we try to go somewhere new once a year. I think we come back to Lake Eildon. Then we head over to Blue Rock for the Bass. Then we have our grand final early 2022 at the Yarrawonga Holiday Park. Then it's followed by 1 Pro Series a year, hosted at the Bundalong Tavern, and 1 Cod Masters at Lake Eildon in the middle of the year. So all up, we host 9 competitions.
And this year, as you said, you've got the new one you've added, which is at Eildon, which is the Cod Masters, which is down to the last month, maybe before it's on, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're counting down the weeks now. June 17th, this event will start. It is a Thursday, unfortunately, but we done this for a reason. So 1, we didn't have that Saturday and Sunday traffic. 2, so everyone can have a beer for Saturday night at presentation and go home on Sunday. Cod Masters, $800 to enter. That is for a team of 2. Now that $800 is also going to include 6 sit-down meals. So we're gonna have breakfast. The 501 Juice Creek Cafe is going to have breakfast and a cappuccino or a coffee of your choice in the morning, and then at each morning as you sign in, you're going to have a food list there. You can pick 1 of 6 sit-down meals at the end of your evening fish as well. So $800, it's $400 per person. It is a 3-day event. Your meals are covered, so don't stress. Come out, have some fun. We've got some huge sponsors, and this is going to be Central Vic's premier event. So these are for the anglers that want to move up to their next level and really have some big money opportunities.
Yep, for sure. And if anyone's got any questions, they can contact you through the Central Victorian Lurecasters Super Series group or Facebook page.
Yeah, or the Lake Eildon Cod Masters Facebook page and event. Yep. So there's a few corridors there to touch.
Yeah. And if you're having trouble, feel free to message me through my channels and I'll get on to you as well. So thanks for that question, Aaron. Bo wants to know, is there a new dam you would like to hold a comp in for the future, or is there anything new you want to do in the way of comps?
Yeah, good question. I think more to the question is we're open for suggestion. So at the come towards the end of this year, someone like Borno would be raising these questions with the average angler throughout our events and starting to sort of get a little tally going and seeing if there is somewhere new potentially where we can host the 2022 mystery round. So this year the mystery round was Pental Island. 2022, as I said, sky's the limit. it'd be I think that something like this, I'd probably leave in Borno's hands to raise that to the public and see what kind of results we can get out of it.
Have you had any input sort of from the average punter, Borno, at where we should be going?
Between everybody on the committee, we sort of throw a few ideas around each year of different areas that maybe might be just something totally different. Like, I think last year we threw around at Lake Hume for a little bit, and there's a few areas where it might be a little different and might target a different audience or something like that. And there's always a few areas or locations. We used to run around at Corumbury a couple of years ago. Locations like that are always brought up again as well. And it depends if we believe that we can get the attendance or the interest to help out the sponsors and all that sort of stuff. And that's what it's about.
Yep, for sure. I'll put a suggestion up right now. We go to Hume. Because that's in my backyard. So, listen, guys, we've got to do the postcode prize because Harry sits inside. For those that haven't watched the show, he picks somebody at random. This week it is Bryce Z. That is ZEDD, and their postcode is 3551. Bryce, you've won yourself a little lure pack here. So we've got some jerk baits, tail spinners, hard bodies, and blades. That's the postcode prize for this week. What you have to do, Bryce, is send me a personal message to my Facebook page with your address and details, and I will post them out this week. We're getting close to finding out the winner of the tonics. We're not going to tell you until the end of the show when we do Harry's Wheel, but I will give the guys a chance to go and get a drink because I'm going to put you guys into the green room while I do the Duff Rod competition video. And it goes for about 3 minutes, so you've got plenty of time to have a freshen up, go have a leak, and grab yourselves another drink.
Corey, I'm just quickly seeing out, mate. I have been watching, and I actually don't think anyone's hit the number. So,
there you go.
Best advice to them is grab their partner's phone, log on as their partner, and keep throwing numbers out.
That's it. That's the one. All right, guys. They're the rules as long as it's not under your name. All right. Let's go. Put you guys into the green room, and I'll call you back up in a minute.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
All right, how are we going out there? We're all lots of questions coming in. Yes, we'll get to as many questions as we can. There's some cool ones about lures and everything else. But I do have to say that Steve Duff, kind enough to donate a $500 custom rod to the channel. He does support a lot of the stuff. So Duffy has put this up. All you have to do is send me in a casting video, whether it's a trick cast, whether it's a casting fail. It just has to be casting. But we've had a big supporter of the show this week send one in. So I'm going to play his video. And I believe he's told me I've finally got his name right. And it's Alion from up in Queensland. I'm going to play his video. It goes for about three minutes. So you get to enjoy his video and his entry into the Duff Rods competition. Then we'll come back and we'll talk some more. So I'll just hide myself, bring the young fella up himself, and we'll go from here. So here he is. And do this. And we're off.
And this is my entry into the Corey Dam Fishing and Duff Rod casting competition. Hope you guys enjoy.
Can you take the video? Elion, can you take the video, please?
Elliot, can you help me get the frisbee off the roof? Okay, grab my rod. Go get that frisbee off the roof. She's up there. Okay, a little black savage rod here, a little soft ride on it. Just like that. Let's go. Okay. Go. Magazine. At last. To watch Shark TV.
There we go. That was a long one. As I said, try and keep them under a minute for us. But Alion is just such a keen young angler. I wanted to play it all for you. Great entry, mate. Thanks for that. Get your entries in. You've got to send them to me so I can put them on the show. If you don't get your entries in, you can't win anything. So that's our second entry into the Duff Rods competition. I got another one over the weekend, which I'll play next week, but hopefully you can send some casting ones in for me. There's a lot of great videos. There you go, Alion. That's awesome. Now, I've got some more questions, but I'll get the boys back on first. So let's click some buttons here. Look at that. I even got you back in the same order. Borne's in the middle, changing the outside. What do you reckon, guys? Did you get to see that?
I didn't.
I did. Great.
Good little effort from the young fella.
Yeah, not bad. I'm going to go on a limb and say he might be living in Queensland, is he?
Yeah.
Atmosphere looks like Queensland. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think he's up in Dolby Way. So, yeah, big supporter of the show. He's on, always asking a lot of questions. And, I just love seeing young kids that are so eager to learn about fishing. And that's wholly and solely what this channel is. And look at that, Duffy's on there. Nice work. Good watch. There you go. So that's awesome. Let's go back. I'm just going through some questions. If you Shane wants to know who drinks the most.
What, alcohol or?
Well, it just says here, who drinks the most with a name like Shane, because this is Shane that's asking the question. He looks like he slaps you back. What's your drink of choice?
Yeah, I only drink one. It has to be Jack Daniels, unfortunately.
Bit of a JD fan.
Yeah, it's funny. I used to live in Queensland and used to drink 4X heavy, and then when I moved to Victoria, you just don't have that humidity. I can't stomach the beer, so Jack Daniels would have to be my choice of drink.
What about the old cod juice?
Yeah, don't mind cod juice. Yep, I've got a bottle right beside me in the bar fridge here, but yeah, that's more for catching up with that group of people up north, I'll call them.
That's it. All right, go back and see. There you go. Maybe a river comp. Well, I think Pental Island is pretty much classed as a river comp, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, We've got Nagambi, Bundalong, and Pental Island, which would be your main river comps.
Yep. Kyle wants to know, would a yellow comp be an option for Lake Hume or even Bonnie Doon during spring?
Borno could probably answer this one.
We used to run around out of Bonnie Doon not so many years ago. Yellows still camp towards Cully for a day on Saturday, so you can still catch yellows. And yeah, potentially it is something that we do throw around as a committee. And if we did have the interest, yeah, we'd definitely consider it. Sure.
Awesome.
Maybe a splash for cash day for the yellows or something on the Sunday.
Yep.
All right, just reading through. Elliot wants to know, what was the standout for the crowd over the week? Black and red obsession spinnerbait, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ray got biggest fish on the black and red, and he got 8 fish for the day. For his personal tally. Sarah and Steve done really well, and they were using small hard bodies. And then Paul Thomas, he also fished. I'm not sure what, I didn't manage to catch up with him afterwards to find out what he was using, but yeah, he done really well as well. That was top 3 for the Saturday competition.
Yeah, there you go. So, and that sort of answers Wayne. Wayne said, "What any colours stand over the weekend?" So it was sort of red and black in the spinnerbaits. I'm not sure what the other guys were using on the hard bodies.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I actually went out after the comp, Corey, and I managed to score myself a fish.
Oh, I see that, and it was a freaking cracking fish as well.
Yeah, would have taken out the comp.
If anyone is interested, I know that my experience from the weekend as a casting, not trolling sort of person, I did end up on Sunday spending an hour trolling because I just struggled to catch any big fish on the cast. The water level has dropped a reasonable amount over the last week. There's not as much coming in from Hume, and they've sort of closed up the northern channel or whatever they call it. They're only letting out a little bit downstream at the moment. So the water is very stagnant, and it seems to have brought those big fish up out of the deep water onto the flats of the night time. And I know that Facebook is just littered with big fish at the moment out of Mulwala on that dusk sort of period, and you were lucky enough to go out and get one, Shane.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was actually a big rain front that come across up Bundalong, and I had Greg, one of our other committee members, with me, and I said, "Come on," I said, "I haven't really had the chance to fish all weekend. Let's do it." So we snuck out for an hour, and yeah, I just put on a surface lure, and it was just such a hot bite. You know, within half an hour, I rose 2 fish and managed to land one on the drop, and it was only, it was just shy of 80, it was high 70s somewhere, but mate, it was like an Eildon fish. That thing was so fat, had teeth on it like a meter cod, like my fingers are all chewed up off him. Just a very, very healthy fish, and I haven't really seen a big, fat, healthy fish come out of Bundalong in quite a while, so very impressed.
Yeah, no, there was a few even I think my biggest of the weekend was like 64, and it was built like a tank. It was an absolute beast of a little unit it was. Yeah,
they're usually, skinny and thin out of Bundalong, especially in that lake section. But yeah, you're 100% right. The fish quality is looking a lot better.
It is about time you've got a fish though.
Yeah, I know. I've got this big shiny boat behind me, and I don't get to use it often enough. So hopefully this weekend I can back it up with another one from Eildon.
Oh, look, the life of a tournament director, mate. You've got to do all your work, and you're worried about everything else and whatnot. It makes it very, very hard for you to actually concentrate on fishing at all. So I'll give you that. Who won the comp on the weekend? Give them a shout out.
I can quickly go through them for the guys that missed out on the opportunity to listen in. We had Raymond Perry from Obsession Spinnerbaits that come first. He got a total of 356 points. Followed closely by Steve Edwin at 328 points. And, second, it was Paul Thomas at 328.5. And then third was Steve at 328. So very, very close competition that last round.
Yeah, and when you look at the numbers that come out of the, 108 entries, how many cod were caught?
Fish catch, we had 106 Murray cod registered and 5 golden perch.
And did Thomas Pinter catch all those golden perch?
No, he didn't actually. He caught 2 of them. But the other 3 were from other people.
No, that's all good. I know we caught one as well. So
I was actually very surprised, Corey. I even laid out the bespoke lures 60 plus yellow belly and meter plus Murray cod because I actually had very big expectations this round, and no one could find the big fish.
No, as I said, the water level was from fishing the weekend before. The fish were on the tube, but the water level was well down. I was fishing in areas that it was, from if you were looking at the reeds, it was over a foot down from the week before, and the areas that I fished the week before had no flow whatsoever because I'd closed that northern channel down. So the flow had all changed. I struggled to adapt, and I think it might have closed those smaller fish down. They went. I know the guys that some of the guys I talked to, they were catching them. They were back in underneath the stumps in the laydowns in the shallow water. Which normally means it's going to be a tough bite if you got to be up in that stuff.
Yeah, I think a bonus to the anglers is I did hear so many people say that they found floating lures, and I reckon it has something to do with that 300 mil from dropping. All the lures just popped up now and started floating away. I, for one, found a lure just floating around randomly. So I can't wait for the next water drop at Bundelong because there's going to be thousands of dollars of swim baits laying on that floor, and I'm going to take a week off work and get my feet nice and dirty in that mud and pull out all those $100 swim baits.
Oh, there'll be absolutely massive amount of them. So, Kyle's on there that was there on the weekend. Kyle said he got an 80 on Friday on pre-fish. I know Ricky Goward got 3 the night before the comp. So, on all big fish, we got them on camera. Yes.
Maybe you can ask Borno where he went last night.
Yeah, well, let's go. Let's ask Borno.
I went sort of all over the joint. I put in down the bottom of the lake and sort of just went out in the open water and threw a few bigger baits around for till nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, and unfortunately didn't fish, but yeah, I had a bite, and that was probably my one shot I could get for the night. But it was good, just fishing a bit of the open water out of the trees, and yeah, doing something a little different that I wouldn't probably do during hours.
You can't catch them all the time. It's all good.
No, that's it. But yeah, just had to go for a look. I just wanted to have a bit of investigation, and it was good. Just covered a bit of water and sat in peace and quiet, and it was a great night for it. Dane got rained on, and I didn't. So
that's probably why he caught fish. Hey, Michael Randall, now we've got a saying on my show here: buy the best you can possibly afford. He wants to know what's the standout rod for catching these cod. As I say all the time, it's the best you can possibly afford. Don't just go out there and buy the top of the line just because everyone else is telling you to do it. Look at your price range and then ask that question about your price range, because there are plenty of really good quality rods out there from the cheaper point through to the really dear expensive stuff. I'm looked after by Wilson, so of course I'm going to say Venom and the Bone Rod stable are pretty damn good, but they are in the upper echelon of price. What do you guys suggest?
I actually, I use a few different rods, depending on what I'm fishing. So I've got a specific spinner rod, I've got a specific hard body lure rod, I've got a little bit bigger hard body lure rod, and then I've got a swim bait rod. Just it depends on where I'm fishing and how I'm fishing and what I'm actually doing or my thought process that day, whether I'm fishing a weed edge or a bank or I'm throwing a bigger bait. My rod's sort of very dependent on what I'm actually using more so than anything else.
Yeah. What about you, Shane?
Yeah, same boat as you, Corey. But I've had many different rods, from saltwater to freshwater. My weapon of choice would have to be a GT custom rod. My boat is full of GT customs. But I will say I have just introduced the Blades and Tails 30 to 40 pound swim bait rod into my collection, and I'm actually enjoying it for its price. I think they value between the $200 and $300 mark. A great rod. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a very, very nice light rod to use.
Yep, that's it. So awesome. And made by a good net boy, yeah. There you go. The banter is always there. We love the banter on the weekend. It was really cool. Hey, listen, guys, Harry does have to go to school tomorrow. So I'm going to bring Harry on. We'll do the wheel and we'll come back and finish up with you guys.
Thanks,
Been
mate.
that well, Harry.
All right, I don't know what's going on with Harry's wheel at the moment. Well, we've got no camera, Harry. Are you there, Harry? We've got no camera, mate. All right, I'll get you to log back in and log back out. I'll keep talking to everyone about Harry's wheel while I go through and find a let me just remove that there. The question that I'm going to get Harry's wheel to do is, who wants to spin Harry's wheel? All right, we're going to go with Shane Hyatt. That's Shane Hyatt. Shane Hyatt, you have 2 minutes to contact us on Facebook through the messenger here and tell Harry to spin the wheel while we're waiting for his camera to work. So let's just wait for Shane Hyatt. All right. And then we'll get Harry back on. So, as I said, 2 minutes. Shane, you've got to comment in there for Harry to spin the wheel. Otherwise, we will be giving it to somebody else. So, just waiting on Shane. There are plenty of prizes on the board. We have, just waiting on Harry logging in more than anything else. I'll go second, David. Ola reckons, yeah. What camera do I use, Elon? I use just the Logitech 920 for the show here. I've got a Garmin and a GoPro on the boat. So the dreaded blue screen, yeah, that's the one. There we go. Let's try this one. See if he comes up this time. All right, Harry, we've still got no picture for you. So can you hear me? We're gonna have to go blind on tonight. Shane wants to go spin the wheel, so we can't do this. Spin the wheel. Yep, we've got it, Shane. Harry, can you hear me? We can't see you, mate. Is your camera turned on? Right, let's ask everyone else out there. I'm not sure what's going on, but I've got everyone's camera bar Harry's. This is the first time it's never worked. We're going to have to go blind. We're going to do a blind Harry's wheel here. Harry, spin the wheel, mate. Harry's actually only in the other room of the house, and my camera lead won't reach around there. So we're doing a blind spin at the moment. All right, Harry, come up here, mate. Harry's going to come back with the prize. He spun up the Wilson prize tonight. So on the wheel, I know you can't see him. We've got some technical difficulties here. Here he comes. Come in, mate. So the Wilson prize tonight is the Wilson hat with the Wilson stubby cooler. So that's going to go to Shane for his question. Once again, Shane, all you got to do is post out the send me your address. I've been rattled by the camera not working. Send me your address, and I will post that prize out for you. Now, Harry, you can model the new Bluefin Fishing Team shirts. If you can go in front there, somebody's just asked if they can see your new shirt. So let me just come out here. Stay there.
Okay.
So for those that want to see the new Bluefin Fishing Team shirts, here they are. We've got all the sponsors on the side. So we've got Frizzell's, Automotive, Lowrance, Allocraft, Tech Angler, Go Fish, Bluefin Boats, Central Vic Lure Casters, Tonic, Spider, Byron Bay, Brain Broth on the back. We've got them all there. So thanks for being the model tonight, Harry. Well done. Thanks for doing the wheel, which we believe Shane was not anything untoward. Harry did spin the wheel. I could hear it clicking. So thanks very much, mate.
I'm sad though. I was practicing an act for half an hour.
Yeah, you were practicing the act, but that's what happens. We'll fix that up for next week, and you can redo that act, and you don't have to think of a new one.
Okie dokie.
All right, thanks, Harry. That's out for now. So that's 2 prizes given away. Let's get the gentleman back on. Right, there you go. There's never a dull moment when you do a live show and you can't get a camera to work. So, all right. Hey, Shane, has anyone guessed it yet?
Not yet, mate. We're nearly going to have to get everyone to throw up another measurement. I've been scrolling back and I haven't found it. Or what we can do is I can grab the number is on this Central Vic token that everyone receives at every round. I can grab the box and pull out a random number. So completely up to you, Corey.
We try and keep the show to an hour, so we've got 7 minutes left. We'll give it right up until the last minute.
Then we'll hit the box.
Yeah, for somebody to have a crack at it. And it has to be, you only get one guess, and it's between 40 and 120. You have literally a few minutes left. And I want to cover the last probably 10 minutes a little bit on live sonar. So we've got, look, I'll bring up a price. So people might have seen it on Facebook. I'm just going to bring this up here, just so you all know what there's a plan for. I should have done this earlier on. So that's the prize back there. There's sunglasses holder, hat, stubby coolers, and a pair of Tonic sunglasses. So it's a pretty cool prize. Shane's in charge of who's going to win it. He knows who the number is, so that's all cool. But we'll give you a couple more minutes to finish off. Shane's watching keenly to see if it goes off. But while we're waiting and just finishing off, Forno, there's a fair bit of banter going on social media at the moment with this whole new live sonar technology stuff that's happening. As somebody involved in the tournament or the tournament scene, is it, say, somewhat scaring you that people are thinking it's an unfair advantage, or are you welcoming it on board from your point of view?
My personal opinion is I'm pretty open to it. I've spoken to a few people that have it. I fished the Native Classic last weekend with you also. You performed very well. You didn't have it. Yeah, there's definitely benefits to it. And it doesn't mean you're still going to catch fish if you find your fish on your target or the live scope, whatever you've got. Just because you find it, it doesn't mean it's going to eat. It does take a little bit out of it all. I'm personally pretty open to it. I don't think it's different to probably the car that went around when electric motors were brought in, or started waters, or any other technology that when it first came out changed the game. I suppose it's just a matter of people adapting and I suppose just working their way around. Or I know a few people that can definitely catch fish without active target or live scope and that sort of stuff that do very well. I'm happy with it. And I know people that have it as well that are catching fish from it. So you can still go about your business and catch your fish the same way you did before. You don't need it. And for us, it has been discussed as to what happens from a tournament perspective. But yeah, for now, it's just sort of just let it play out and see how it goes, I think.
Yeah, no, I think we need to settle down a little bit, 100%. That it still doesn't catch your fish.
No.
You know, we proved that in the comp the weekend before. Benny and I didn't have it. We were second overnight. We made some wrong decisions on the Sunday, which cost us, but still only missed second place by a bee's dick. So it's not the end of the world if you don't have it in that situation. I think it will improve fishing in general, 100%. Shane, we've got a question in here, probably directed straight for you. I'm just looking back to see if I can find it exactly, but we've got to talk about this one. Each week we're going to award this to somebody. Dave Lawson will organise this. This is the, now I've got to read it out correctly. This is the Matthew Langford Perpetual Stuff Up Trophy, and that's not Stuff Up. It's got an F in front of it. Established this year. Each week we're taking nominations for this one to go into the prize for the end of the year. Did you have any really monumental stuff ups over the weekend?
At the Central Vic event?
Yeah.
Oh, we had a cracking one, and not only this competition, Corey, but we also host the Pink Princess Award for the person that stuffs up. And lucky enough for Mr. Leif Whitehurst, he will be entering the Pink Princess outfit at round 3 Go Fishing the Gambie. He not only left his car door open at the boat ramp to get in a mad rush into the water, then he decided to smash his transducer. His electric trolling motor didn't work, and he lost his lure retrieval pole. So he takes home our award for the weekend.
So that's Leith. I'll just put this on my notes here. So it's Leith Whitehorse.
Yep, Whitehurst. Yep.
Because I reckon that's
it's a good sitting.
For anyone that hasn't seen it, there is a photo up on the Central Victorian Lure Casters Facebook page or Facebook group. Leith was in that much of a rush on Saturday morning that he actually left the car door open and went fishing. So, and then everything else went wrong from there. But you've got to be keen to not even close your door.
Yeah, it's a good one. I haven't seen that one before. I usually walk down to my boat and I'm trying to lock my car 17 times.
Yeah, that's it. That's a bit of an overexcitement. There was another couple of nominees, but I think that's the best one. But I do have one to mention, but he's lucky that he's been beaten on this one. Ricky Goward actually caught a big fish on Sunday that might have won him the catch. And when he reached for his phone to take the photo on the brag mat fishing solo, it flipped over the side and he didn't get the photo of it. So I thought that was a good one until I heard about the car door. So, Ricky, you can thank Leith. He's saved you from getting the Stuff Up Award this week. Yeah, that's all good. So, has the number gone off, mate?
I still don't think it has, my friend. Give me 30 seconds to scroll back, but I don't reckon it is.
Jeez, it must be close. Look, you got a visitor.
Yeah, I've got the little man out here. He had a great time on the weekend as well, running around with all the kids. So,
hi, Jacko.
Hi.
G'day.
How's it?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I don't think it's gone off, Corey. I think we need to redraw the number, my friend.
All right, so this is how it is. So there's no controversy on this show. My say is final. We are now, Shane has got a box of key tags with obviously numbers on them. He's going to draw out another number because the first one hasn't gone off, and we'll see if we can get this number as one of the numbers that's in the list.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just so everyone knows the number was number 53 and it didn't go off. So I'll go grab the box and we'll draw a new one.
Right, you watch all the messages come in saying, "Oh, I said 53." 50,
No one had 53. I was watching. 54 was the closest, and lucky enough, it was actually my partner inside. So I actually got that close. All right, so the new number. That's not between 40 and 120.
I think you might be digging for a bit.
Number 90.
Number 90. So the winner will be number 90. Let's scroll through. All three of us are we're going to look for the first 90. So I'm going to start at the top and see if I can find 90 straight up. 90. 92 there early on. We've got a 96. 96. We've got a 91. Still looking. 530.
Can't even give them away.
Jack had an 89, 81, 96. Oh, we've got to give them away this one. I'm still going through. We've got 108, it's 97. Lots in the 90s, but nobody's. Have we got a winner? 49, 90 with a 97. 104. We've got a 99. We've got an 87.
Redraw.
Hang on, I haven't got to the bottom yet. No. I'm still going. I'm only about halfway. There's been a fair lot of guesses. Somebody's probably already commented and said, "I've said it."
Yeah, they're all adding it in now.
Dun, dun, dun. 47, 80, 80, 78. Oh, did you see a 90?
I didn't know.
Shane Easton, 78. Well done, Harry. 64, 76, 79, 120, 95. We can't go closest to the pin. We've got to get a direct.
Redraw. We're going for it, Corey. You ready?
No 90s. There you go. All right, redraw.
Not legible. Over. There we go. 52.
52. Let me tell you, if somebody wants to know if you're asleep or no.
Definitely not. The suspense is killing me.
I know. We're trying to give away, it's probably well over $300 worth of prize here. We want to give it away, and it was 52, you said, Shane?
Yep, 52.
If anyone knows that they had 52, comment for me to say me looking through all of them.
I'm going through now, mate. I'm having a look.
I was just sitting there thinking Shane's got probably nearly 400 numbers in that bin. He'll be doing well to draw out two that are under 120, and he's actually done really well.
Yeah. I can't see a 52 there.
I'm not seeing one.
Neither am I. How hard it is to give away a $300 prize pack.
I thought this would be a walk in the park.
We got a 54.
Yeah, lots of 54s, no 52s. I've gone all the way to the top. We're going again, boys.
We're going again. This is it.
96. 96.
96. I know there was a 96 in there.
Come on, give it away, Corey.
Come on, there's got to be a 96.
I think you said 97 and 98.
Everyone's saying Leith needs it. No, 96. Oh, God, this is harder than what I thought. I need a search engine. 95. Oh, okay. 92. 99. Go back to, what was the last? 52, was it?
52. Bo saying Shelby Chapman.
And we've got 90, so 52.
My partner's yelling out there was a 52.
Yes, we're just looking at that. Somebody sending me through a list here. Shelby, 52.
Got a winner?
We have a winner. We do have a winner. Stop texting me. Everyone's texting me. I'm just going back to confirm.
Going back to 52.
We're going back to 52. Somebody's found a 52 early on, and I believe it was Shelby Chapman. So let me just go back to the start. Hey, Shane, can you, while I'm going through this, answer me what you think about the live site technology?
Yeah, listen, the live scope or live imaging, I'm not going to lie, I love it. I don't own it personally. In saying that, I did just buy it this afternoon. It's coming in. I think Lawrence imaging, they're on a massive back order at the moment. So it is something we do have to introduce into fishing in general. I think it's personally no different to side scan, electric motors, fuel economy out of motors, whatever it may be. This industry does have to grow. And if we don't see growth, we see stagnant. And that's not something we all put our money into with fishing fees, etc. So, new product is always welcomed in my eyes. To give everyone a little rundown about it, no one has actually won a Central Vic Lurecaster Super Series event with live scope yet or live view. So I personally welcome it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for sure. I'm still looking for just to double confirm this winning, because I don't want to give it to the wrong person. What we might actually do is I might contact whoever won it directly by messenger, but I want to find their thing. If anyone can send me a screenshot of it. Can you see it in there? They're saying that Shelby Chapman said 52 earlier on in the night. We've lost Borno's picture. Borno's cracked the shit and gone home. I can't see it, mate. It was said that she had a picture.
Shona, if you're listening, screenshot it and send it to me.
Here we go. Somebody sent me a message. Let me check this. Everyone's waiting on bated breath now for us to give this away.
Everyone wants the tonics. Come on.
Well, Shelby, I can't find. I can't even find where my mouse is now. It's not working. Somebody sent me it. Shelby was 42.
42, not 52.
And Shelby in there is 42, not 52. So we can't give it away to Shelby with a 42. It was a 52. So what was the last number you called?
96, I think we're at. 96.
All right. I'm getting messages everywhere now.
Sorry, mate. I've made it hard, haven't I?
Cool. All right. What about? I'm just writing these numbers down so I can confirm. 96. Who had 96? What's the tonics? Tell me so I can look it up.
No 96 either, they're saying. So I think we keep moving on.
Keep moving on. I'm not going to muck around with this one. Peter Boyle first 96.
Peter Boyle.
Was that way up the top? 19 from the top. There you go, Peter Boyle. We reckon we've got a winner here.
Got a winner?
I think so. I'm just going to go and check it. Fine.
I've got Aaron Smith at 96.
No, Peter Boyle was at 2001. Who else did you have?
Aaron Smith.
Aaron Smith. I can't find Aaron. Where was Aaron?
He's below.
Yeah, no, he was 20.03, so 2 seconds earlier.
Okay, perfect.
2 seconds earlier. So
We have a winner.
we finally have a winner. Beaten by 2 seconds for Peter at tonics. I'm just going to the bottom just to see. I've got Peter Boyle in there, but what we need to do, it's between Peter Boyle and everyone's saying Aaron Smith. We've had this happen on the show before. So what I need to do is go back after I go off air and check the time frames to make sure I know which one of those two has actually won it. But it will be one of them, Peter Boyle or Aaron Smith. On the system here, it's telling me that Peter was 2 seconds in front when they've logged it in. But I will double confirm that off air and I'll contact both of those. So there we go. That's pretty much how it is. But,
just so there's no hate, Corey, both of the boys, whoever come in first win the tonics. Second, Central Vic will give away the firsty subsurface lure as well to the other person. So both guys will walk away with a prize.
Winner.
Yep. All right. So we'll double check that and make sure that they'll both walk away with a prize. That's really cool. Always when you're live on air, shit like this goes down. Bryce Dead was the postcode winner. We had Shane Hyatt for Harry's Wheel. He won the Wilson prize. We had Leaf got the arse of the week this week. The tonic pack I will decide after the show goes off air and I can double check time frame. But Shane's kindly donated the second prize up. So I will contact both of you guys to see who's won that. That's just, it's great having you guys on, and it's great to be a part of the Central Victorian Lure Casters. I love going to the comps. I love meeting all the people. I love having all the supporters of the show. It just makes me feel really cool when they come up and you don't know people from Barra Save and they go, "G'day, Cat, how you going?" And it takes you a little bit to go, "Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, they know me from the show." You don't want to be known as that big head, but I try and sit and talk with everyone that I can. If I haven't talked to you yet and you want to come up and have a talk, catch me at one of the rounds. And, I'm quite willing to have a Canadian club with anyone if they supply me with one. I'll sit and talk to you for hours. So that might be a chance for some free grog. Guys, thank you very much for being on. Love your work. We shall you'll log out when I log off. Just log back in and I'll do some thank yous off air. But that's all good. Thank you all for watching. Thanks everyone for being on. I'm going to check to make sure that we give away the right prize to the right person. Thanks, Central Vic, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.